Hi everyone, I'm the Violet Stitcher, my name's Anita and this is Floss Tube number 42. It's been over a month, yep, life got in the way as usual, but we're here now, so that's the important thing. So, I can't really remember, I think we filmed April the 13th, but I can't really remember what I did between then and now, so I'll just say some stuff, and if I've repeated myself from last time, apologies. But welcome new people. I think I had a couple of new people, and thank you to all my old hangers-on who persist in watching me. That is lovely. Right. So we will, of course, start with Wind in the Willows. And I have done about 5,500 stitches since you last saw it, so that's pretty good. Oh yeah, so this is what it will look like sort of eventually, and this is where I was at last time. Ooh, not with a cat this time. I did take several where she was sitting on it, but I managed to shoo her off and she let me take a photo. So I was halfway through, no, I was just finishing off Ratty's head, and I had 3 more of those blackwork boxes to do, and obviously the bottom right hand corner is completely empty, but this is where it's at now. I'm gonna have to stand over there one moment. Okay, hopefully you can still hear me. This is where it's at now. So I have finished Ratty. Where is he? He's here. Yes. So he has a head and all complete, so that's great. I was, oh yeah, I'll show you when I get a bit closer, but he was so confetti. And I've also been working my way down here. So I've got to this bit. I think I would have started here. That's where I got to last time. And I have also completed this black work over here. As you can see, I chose the one with the least amount of work. So I've got it done though, so that's good. So I've only got 2 left, 2 squares left, this one, which I'll do in this lighter sky colour, but I've no idea what they'll be. Probably not any more of the animal ones because I don't like those as much. Probably more of the floral, oh no, actually I'm not sure. There's some floral ones and there's some Celtic knots, and I think I'm tending towards the, no, I don't know. We'll have to see what mood I'm in. So if I bring you closer, this is Ratty in all his glory. Just fold this up. Here he is. And yeah, so I had lots of fun. His face was confetti heaven. Oh yes, that's right. We were talking about all his weapons he was carrying last time. So I still can't quite identify them all, but he is carrying a small, arsenal there. That's definitely a gun. That is definitely a sword. I don't know my sword type, so someone can let me know. And I don't know what else he's carrying there. But yeah. And then I did this knotwork here, which I quite like. And it was nice, and it was actually quite speedy, and I didn't have to swear too much. So that was great. Oh, I have the itchiest of noses. So that was great. And then I have been back doing the most boring of greens. And that will carry on. I'm going to stop when I get to here. I'm also filling out the border as I go a bit. I'm going to stop here, pause here a bit, and then do another blackwork square, and then I'm going to carry on. Do a bit more of this, probably round to the rabbit's feet, and then I'll do another blackwork square, and then I'll leave Otter to the end. And then we are done. it's actually looking possible to get this finished by the end of the year. So I'm quite chuffed with that. Yeah. I can't believe we're finally seeing the end. And then I get all the fun of trying to work out how to quilt it. So yeah. That's that one. I'll just put that over there. So I do also I have about 19 different projects to show you, so I really shouldn't leave it this long. So I'm not quite sure how long this is going to be, so apologies. You already know, but apologies. Oh, what have I? That's what you get for being in the garden. Right. So yeah, I finished some things off. So I was working on did I show you 4 calling birds? I can't remember, but anyway, this is finished. So there it is. Oh, I should. Yeah, okay. That is what it looks like. So is that light too bright? Let's pull it back a bit. Bright light, come on. Let's turn you sideways a bit. Okay. So yeah, I used all the non-called for colours, and yeah, I ended up with blue and pink and whitish, purpley calling birds. Let's just bring it close. Got some beads in. There you go, now you can see the colours. And yep, that's pretty much the same as all the other ones have been. And then I went on to, so that was April, finished that in April, just. And then May was 5 gold rings, but of course they're not gold. They are blue and white and pink. And I realised these are trans flag colours, which is doubly appropriate, seeing as the, insert swear word here, rubbish that is going on in the UK at the moment, and the US. So these are my trans stockings for 2025, which seems appropriate. I despair. Why can't people just be nice to each other? I don't know. So yeah, that's that one. And I now will be starting 6 geese next month in June. Here's a picture of what 6 geese is supposed to look like. It won't look anything like that. I haven't decided what colour to make my goose yet though, so probably will be multicoloured, keeping in, you know, calling with all the others. I think he has to be. So yeah, I'll have fun with that one. Right, yes, so that was those finishes. Where am I going to put those? Put them over there. And I finally finished the mermaid. Just cover up because this linen is quite see-through. So there's mermaid in all her glory, and she has all the beads you could ever want. And there was a slubby nonsense over here, and I have mostly covered that in beads. I just nudged the pattern this way a little tiny bit, and that's worked out okay. Yeah. So I need to finish her off for my friend's birthday, and I have this fabric to make a standing fold thing with, and I think that works, right? That mermaid's upside down, but there are some bright, oh there you go, there's some right way up mermaids, and there's some mermaids riding seahorses. That one there you go. I think that's quite cute. I might try and make sure I've got that one in. Oh, it's not coming out, is it? There you go. And manta rays and jellyfish. Love this fabric. Yeah, so anyway, that's the idea. They sort of go, that'll do. That's my attitude to stuff. Don't stress it too much. So that's what we're doing with that one, and I really should get that finished, but I prefer stitching to finishing, so it doesn't always happen. And then I finished Spring Arbor. Oh, sorry, I haven't said who anything is by, have I? Right, so the 12 Christmas stockings are by Annie something. Annie Belcher. There we go. And it's from this book. Well, I've got it here. I can show you. There you go. Which Sam is lending me. Thank you very much, Sam. She doesn't watch this, but I'll thank her anyway. Yeah, so getting through that. Quite enjoying it. I thought I had a finished one to show you. Oh, I do. Yes. It's just hanging here. Let me just grab. Oh dear. Should have got this earlier. Right. Okay. There we go. So I showed you last time that I had finished. Yes, I think I showed you last time that I'd done 2 turtle doves. There we go. And this time I finished 1 partridge in a pear tree. And they are similar-ish. So I've decided that the 2025 charm looks better at the front. So I'm going to have to move this one because I stuck it in the corner here. You can't really see it, so that is what I'm doing. And I have noticed that every single one has a little ornament thing hanging from the branch, but I've made that into a sort of... So the first one has a... Oh no, wrong way around. This first one has a pear, but I've done all the ornament things as pears, so they're kind of... Well, you remember, this is a fantasy tree with its, you know, pears and berries and things. So this is a piece of fruit, randomly. Yeah. So those are those ones. I am almost finished with number 3. I think I just have to stitch the trim around the top. And then I need to get on with finishing 4 and 5 before I get overwhelmed with too many things. Yeah, so what was I saying? So those are Annie Belcher. K Mermaid is Nora Corbett. And then I finished off Spring Arbor. I think I have a this is where it was last time picture. Oh yes, this is where it was last time. And I put in, I think around 1,000, yeah, around 1,000 stitches since you saw it last. And I have finished. Oh, and I have loved this. Loved it. I didn't think I would enjoy it quite so much. What has happened? There isn't a single dragon in sight. I'm not quite sure what's happening to me. So it has a ton of specialty stitches all over the place that I'd never heard of, never mind done before. And it has beads, and it has... I have used none of the called for colours. I googled what they look like and picked one from Stash. But I did tend everything a little more towards the purple edge of it all. I was really happy that there were more purple beads than I realised. I didn't even need to change that, so that was good. I used quite a bit of Roxy Floss. Oh, and look at, let me show you, these little flowers here, right? So they've done the stitch is the trumpet of the flower, and then there's a bead in just to finish it off. Oh, I love that. There it is in bigger form. Is that going to focus? Yeah, there you go. There, you can see. I love that. I really encourage you, if you're thinking about, if you love a specialty stitch, do some drawn thread. They're the best. Yeah. And you don't even need to pay for any of those silks. It's not necessary. Mine were all cottons. Are they all cottons? Yeah, I think they were actually. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to start summer. I'm just wandering my plans through everything. Why I do everything in order. Summer Arbor looks like this. So it's all strawberries and sunflowers, and it has some little tiny dragonflies, which is cute. But as you can guess, I did a floss toss. That's the word. And my fabric was a little... Oh, it's under that stash there, I saw, isn't she? It was... is going to be, sorry, green and purple. Green, mostly green with little purple hints to it. but it looked weird with the red on it, and I didn't have any fabric. I have a lot of fabric, but I didn't have the particular fabric that I needed for having red on green. So I did a bit of Googling, and it is possible to get purple. Well, purple strawberries do exist. So I thought, well, that's easy then. I will switch all the strawberries to be purple strawberries. So that's what I've done. And then I did, apparently it was an experiment by Cornell University. You can't buy them. At least I couldn't work out how to buy them, which is a shame. But they do exist. And then I did a bit of Googling, and it looked like purple sunflowers exist in this colour, in fact. Where I thought, wow, stunning. So I changed my sunflowers, because I don't like yellow anyway. I changed my sunflowers to purple sunflowers, because I was going to do the red ones. But that didn't work on the fabric, so went for purple. And then a little bit later, I did a bit of Googling, and I don't think that it really exists. I think it's fake. But I don't care. It is my cross stitch, my rules. So I am stitching purple sunflowers, and we will make believe that they exist. Oh no, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Just in the purposes of this cross stitch. So there we go. That's what that one's going to be, and I'm going to start that on the summer solstice, which I think is the 21st of June. Have I written that down? 21st of June, yes. So that'll be fun. Right. That was all my finishes. Yes. And fully finishes. So let us jump into... Oh, I did have a new start. So I'm just... it's my friend's birthday next month. So I thought I'd do her a little cute stitch. This is Boreal... I think that's how you say it. I don't know how you say it. This is Boreal Owl by Owl Forest Embroidery. It's a free pattern. Let's see if I can find a picture. Yeah, there you go. So that is what... Oh, that's dinky, isn't it? Have I... Let me just make that a little bit bigger for you. There you go. That is what it should look like. And this is where... Oh, I've just... Of course I have. I've just stuck a needle in. So I started this on Bristol Stitchy Day. Or just before, actually, I think. And this is where I got to during the day. This is on a piece of Chromatic Alchemy fabric, Thistle Make Me Happy. This is actually the piece I'm going to use for Summer Arbor. I don't know if I chose a piece of mainly green, but I think you can see the purple just at the top here, slightly purpley. Can you see that? Maybe if I hold something behind it. There you go. You can sort of see that. Anyway, so he's almost finished. He, she, it. There you go. This owl is almost finished, and I'm going to try and make it into a tiny pillow. Because I've never made a pillow before. Well, not with cross stitch. So that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. So that is where I'm at. Oh yes, and while I was there, the lovely Susie, hi Susie, if you're watching, gave me a gift. Look how cool that is. It's a purple dragon. Thank you very much, Susie. That is cute, and now that I've shown you all, I can use it. So yeah, I was very happy with that. It was lovely seeing Susie. And we had Megan Coffee Craft. Oh, and I spent so much money on... I went a bit nuts on Stacey Nash patterns. Don't know what happened. So now I have several animal crackers. So you'll probably see me starting those. Anyway, talking about animal crackers. I showed you last time Miss Hazel. This is what she is hopefully going to look like. And I had started slightly. See, I got really far. Oh, and I did a bit more stitching. Oh yes, I went to Northumberland, so I did a bit of stitching on the way. I think it was on the way back from Northumberland, and I did a bit of stitching during qualifying yesterday, yeah. So this is where I've got to. So bring that closer. There you go. So she looks like nothing at the moment, but that's where her tail will be. And that's the bottom of her coat there, so there's going to be some legs. Obviously this will become her face. And that is about 1,000 stitches worth, is it? No, it's less than that. It's only about 500 stitches worth. Oh no, 1,000 in total. There we go. 500 since I last saw you. Even that seems not enough. Anyway, that's where we're at. So yeah, and as you can tell, I haven't even bothered to overlock my edges. I am using, this is 1/125 count, so she's going to be pretty dinky, so that's quite nice. I am using most of the not called for colours. I think 1 or 2 are the correct ones because I just happen to have them in stash. The others I've just googled what it's supposed to look like and picked something similar-ish. There aren't that many colours, so that's fine. Right. Next one I'm going to show you is we've done that one. Yes, Dragons of the Sabbat. This is by Anne Stokes. Oh, I didn't put in the pictures. Anne Stokes. There's several more dragons have come out, full coverage. Well, the Paine Free Crafts ones are full coverage. They look very nice. And Thread Geeks have brought out some with the background removed, which is tempting. And there are also some tinier, I won't say they're tiny, smaller dragons. I think there's a fire one, a frost one, a rock one, and ice something that some sort of that. So I might buy all of those and put them all on one piece of fabric, but I haven't quite decided yet because yeah, I'm having a bit of a dilemma. I do just want to buy all of them, but that's ridiculous and I'm never going to stitch them all. Anyway, where were we? Dragons of Sabbat should look like this when it's finished. And very excitedly, I started stitching the top dragon part. So this is where it was last time. You can see the tail of the blue dragon at the top I had touched upon. I'll sort out my needle. I won't bother taking off the key snap. But this is where I'm at now. Where's my bit of paper? There we go. So you can see that the tail is really coming in. So you can see the spikes off it, which is quite fun. This is the end of the tail comes around here, I think. And then there's more of the dragon goes up, and I'll move the Q-snap when I get to that bit. But that was another 300 stitches or so. But I'm in some more interesting area now, which is good. But there is so much confetti, so many colours, so much stitching to do. But this is one where you have to just enjoy the process when it comes out. Oops, sorry, loud zip. So, next one is Fantasy Dragon. This is also by Anne Stokes. Let me show you what it looks like when it's finished. It looks like that. So it's the dragon with the oak leaf. And this is where I got to last time. And then I put another 400-ish stitches in, and did I do more backstitch? Yes, I did a little bit more backstitch. That was good of me. I can't show you both at the same time, so let me just turn that one off. This is where I'm at now. This is about just halfway, slightly less than halfway, I think. Just put it closer. So yeah, I did a bit more back stitching along her wings here, just so you've got a little bit of definition. Otherwise I'm just making progress down the wings, getting all that green. It's all green, there are no other colours. This is 1/1, 25 count on some piece of Chromatic Alchemy that you can never get. Yeah, so that's her. I will be glad when this is done. It's confetti heaven. Oh, do you like my little bee on the back? That was from the Bee Stitchy day. When was that? Beginning of the year. Got some free needle minders in our grab bag things. So I've switched some of the backs of my boring ones to just to little bees. Next one is, oh, not an Anne Stokes, but it is a dragon. Here Be Dragons. This is by Modern Folk Embroidery. This is what it, well, this was Jacob's vision of it. What have I done with mine? Hopefully it's in here. I decided to do it purple on purple. This is where I was at last time, and I put 400 stitches in. And I actually decided to do a bit of border. Just tuck my thread in. There we go. Which way up is it? Is it? It's this way up. So as you can see, I started on the tail. So the tail is done. Let me just move that one. There we go. That's better. So you can see I did the tail, and then I started on the border, and I have started to use this bright. Let me get the thread out, and you can have a look at it. It is paint box threads, and it is a pearl cotton, so it's slightly thicker than the, I think it's 1.5 DMC. So it's going to be a little bit more chunky. Oh, sorry, that's my watch making noises. It's telling me to have dinner. Obviously you can't see the pattern of the border yet, but this is what the thread looks like. Oh, is that coming up? Yeah. So look how cool that is. I don't think it has a name, because I don't think they name their paint box threads. But anyway, I picked this up years ago actually, and haven't got round to using it, but hopefully there's enough, it looks like there is, to do all that border. And I think that'll be funky, and it'll be kind of stripy going up. So anyway, that's my plan. Hopefully it'll work out. It'll be slightly more raised than the dragon, but I think I'm okay with that. It just makes it different, right? So yeah. This is 1/1, 25 count on, I think it's a piece of Thread Picker's purple fabric, and I don't think she sells anything anymore. So yet again, can't get that. Shame. Right, next one is, oh, Anne Stokes again. Let's just tidy this. Oh, I should just do all the ones in here, shouldn't I? That'll make more sense. So let's skip down. Moths and the Moon. Let me find that. So this one is by Tiny Modernist. I'm stitching it with, well, I started it with Susanna. She has totally finished it. I am still not. That's what it should look like. And this is where I was at last time. I'm doing it 1/1, 25 count on a piece of Chromatic Alchemy, and this is where I'm at. So I got to the top. Oh, actually no, that's the top inside border. There is another border that goes around. the edge, and I am using for the border, I'm using a Thread Pickers variegated silk that I had in stash. All the rest I'm using the cord for DMC. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I think I put in another 300 stitches in that one. It's only a tiny piece. I should really just get it done, right? There isn't that much. There's not much to it, especially when you're doing it 1/1. Right. That's that one. What else have I got in here? Reindeer. Is Reindeer in here? Yes. So Reindeer is by Cottage Garden Samplings. Ooh, their new Woodland Animals comes out next month, doesn't it? Is it next month or the month after? So that. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that. Not that Reindeer will be finished. That won't stop me from lusting over the other ones, I'm sure. Reindeer. This should look like this, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. And, oh, no, lost my mouse. There we go. That is where I was at last time. And I decided to do a bit more scenery this time. I think I put, about almost 400 stitches in. This is 1/1 25 count on something by Chromatic Alchemy. And I got to this point. So I don't think let me just move my massive needle mind out of the way. I don't think I did, oh no, I did do a bit more on the Reindeer as well. And I started on this plant, whatever it is, and some snowflakes. You can't, the snowflakes don't show up. Oh, okay. No, okay, that's a bit better, isn't it? In the shadow. You see the snowflakes a bit more, yeah. So the snowflakes sort of, but they show up better in real life than they do on the camera. So that is them. It is very nice to stitch. I've left way too big a border. These are one of my first. Look how much border I've left myself. Oodles. Could have fitted 2 of them on there. Oh well. It's done now. I think that. Oh, have I got that one in here? Let's have a look. No, it's not there. Yes. Oh, it's still in a frame. I better take that out. So, Sapphire Dragon, which I started with Lauren from Cross Stitch Bunny. I can't remember if she's finished or not. She might well have done. Anyway, this is what it looks like when it's finished at some point. I put 600 stitches in because it was, I did this in the car on the way to Northumberland because it's over 2 on 28 count, so it's a little bit larger than my 1/1 25 count ones. Let's take it out of the frame. Hoop. That's my cat. Hello cat, how you doing? So yes, I have put all the cross stitch all over the floor. I know. Yeah. So where was I last time? There, that's where I was last time, not very far. So yeah, this was a good one for the car. Oh, which way does it go up? Oh, I think it's, yes, because I was working towards that corner. That is where I'm at now. Oh, let me fold that over. Just stomping off and ignoring me now. Fair enough, I'm not paying her any attention. That's where I'm at now. So this is where the dragon's head will be, and this is, I was aiming for the top left hand corner, so then I could work diagonally from there. Yeah, encountered some fun new colours, so that was cool. Yeah, I was quite happy with the progress there, and it was a good cast stitch. So it might well become a travel stitch project. I think that's it for this bag. Yes. Yeah, okay, so next one is an Anne Stokes. It's one of these. No, yes, this one. And it's a dragon. That surprises you, doesn't it? Little helpers. There we go. So this is a Christmas one, obviously. Paine Free Crafts. You cannot get this one at the moment. And I put in 400 stitches. This is where I was last time. I hadn't quite finished the page. And this is where we're at now, and I finished the page. Yay! And started in the page above. So I'm going to finish that page above and then move somewhere else. So that's cool. I'm going to finish off the tips of his wings, and what else is in that page? I think it's all just tree and mantelpiece, yes. A bit of his wing. So yeah. It's a very quick, not very, a reasonably quick stitch at the moment because there isn't much confetti. If I want to just put 1,000 stitches in, it's quite easy to do. But I only put 400 stitches in. So yeah. So I was thinking this summer I wouldn't bother doing a whip parade because of the way that I'm rotating all my projects quite so much. You're practically seeing a whip parade every other month and you see everything. But let me know if that's not enough and you would prefer a whip parade, and I can see what I can do. The next one is, we've done that one, so mixed berries. Mixed berries is another one. Oh no, sorry, it's not by Anne Stokes, but it is dragons. This one is by, anyway, that's what it looks like. And it's by Stanley Morrison. Paine Free Crafts. I think you can still get this, yes. They don't rotate out nearly as quickly as the Anne Stokes ones do. And I have started in the middle with Strawberry Dragon. There she is. Where did I work? Oh, got this blue. Yeah, I think I just worked on her wing on the bottom right. Yeah, how many stitches I put in? Another 400 stitches. Oh, let me just... Right, there we go. Yeah, so I just did more stitches here. So not the most exciting, but lots and lots of green. More green, green. I've been doing a lot of green stitching this month. But I hope there is, excitingly, we are getting close to a bee sitting on a flower. So I might get to that next time I do some stitching on it. So that'll be fun. A bit of different stitching. Yes, words. Oh my word. Yeah, so that's where she's at. At least this rotation way that I'm doing it means that I am touching all my old projects, which is good. Right, we've done that one. Oh, Planet Dragons, yes. Love this one. Which bag have I put it in? Yeah, okay. This one is by Rob Carlos, and it looks like PQR. No, wait, P is planet. There we go. That's what it should look like. I started right in the middle with Planet Jupiter. And I do like the fact that Pluto is there. Apparently they found another planet. But I don't think they've named it yet. Anyway, I'll show you where I was last time. There it was. I started on the wing. I put in another, I think it was only, 300 stitches. And I moved across. You really can't tell much, can you? Okay. But, yeah, I moved across, and mainly I've been working here on the bottom. Let's just fold that again. Floppy fabric everywhere. There we go. There you go. Line them up. You can tell I've been doing a little bit. 300 stitches worth, in fact. Yeah, so if I move the thread, it might even look better. There we go. Yeah. And, oh, it looks like I did work up a bit here as well. So you might even have a head one day. Hopefully. Yeah. This is 1/125 count by Chromatic Alchemy. I specifically asked her to dye this for me so it looked like the background Heaven and Earth pattern, and I don't know if it's still available. I haven't looked, so I'm not sure. Done that one, done that one. Yep, Spirit of Flight. Okay. No, that's not that there. Here it is. Spirit of Flight is by Josephine Wall. It's a Heaven and Earth. I think it's still available. Oh, it's not that one though, is it? No. Even though it begins with the same letter. That's what it should look like. Oh no, the needle. Right. I put in 368 stitches. And I still haven't finished the page. This is where we were at last time. Can you tell the difference? Oh, not really. There you go. Can you tell the difference? It's mainly up here, here-ish. So filled in. The confetti is amazing because I did it matte colour. So of course it is. Yeah, that's what another 368 stitches looks like. And I think there's another feather here. This will become a feather. Yeah. So that's cool. It's like 0.1% or something. It's not a great deal. I've shown you Spring Arbor. Oh, one left. Wow, have I sped through this? Oh no, no, it's 43 minutes. It's not that speedy, is it? Right. The Castle is by Teresa Wenstler. And this is what she wanted it to look like. I, however, am stitching it on blue fabric and converting the dragon to purpley colours with help from what I found on the internet. And I put in 254 stitches. Fabric is huge. I have done a little tiny piece. So I started this for leap year, and you're supposed to finish it within 4 years. I can't see that happening. But nevertheless, I'm still having fun. I went down so that I didn't have to make, and did more rocks, so I didn't have to make any more dragon colour decisions, but I have realised that I'm about to come across the dragon tail that's curled around the rocks, so I'm going to have to make those dragon decisions anyway. So, no escaping it. That is where I'm at now. I did a bit of back stitching as well. Can you see that? Oh, dear me. There we go. Yeah. Let's bring it a bit Let me turn the picture off. There we go. Yeah. So you can see that there are... See, Teresa, when I looked at it, Teresa seems to call those trees. I think there's just shrubs, but perhaps I'm not seeing the... Maybe they're much further away than I realise, and they are in fact trees, or tiny trees. I don't know, anyway. It's irrelevant. Sorry. So yeah, anyway, foliage of some kind is over there, and that's the edge of the rock. So I've been working around the edge of the rocks around here, and then there's the dragon tail is here. So I'm going to figure that out, and I think that is coming up to the dragon claw's foot. I don't think I have to change the foot. Let's have a look at the castle picture. Yeah, I don't think I have to change the foot because I'm not going to change his claw colour, which is kind of orangey yellow. Or am I? Oh no. I quite like the bits around his ankle. It's purple, so that can stay. That's fine. And I know what all the green bits are going to be. It's just the top of his scale. I don't know what colour to do that yet, and I haven't decided. And that will presumably be the same as the yellow bit on his tail as well. I haven't decided that. I don't know. I tried to Google purple Teresa dragon castle, and that didn't give me any ideas. So if anyone has converted it, it's not findable on the internet with that simple search. Anyway, that's it. I've done everything. So thank you very much for watching all of that. That was a lot. I think I've told you all my plans. I'm going to do 6 geese. What are they doing? Are they laying? Are they swimming? 6 geese. I'm doing 6 geese. And I'm going to start summer Arbor. I don't think I've got plans to start anything else, but you know, that could change. So yeah, I think that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Hello cat again. Hi Zoe, bye. It's a drive-by. And I'll see you again hopefully in approximately a month-ish. Alright, thank you very much. Take care. Bye.